Hello, and thanks for watching 18 WJTS Local People. Watching Local People. I'm Ty Hunter from WBDC 100.9 FM radio, and we are here in Haysville. It is July 3rd, 2016, in Haysville's Bicentennial, and this is the parade on 18 WJTS. As things kick off with the Indiana State Police, troopers coming through, led by State Trooper Brock Warney, a bald, beautiful man. That's the Dubois County Sheriff's Department follows them up. And, of course, we'll have the Haysville Community Volunteer Fire Department leading things off here today on this parade. Beautiful weather, raining earlier today, but the rain has gone away, so we can get this parade in. The Haysville Community Volunteer Fire Department, newest addition, that 2016 Polaris Ranger 6x6 just went by with RKO Fire Rescue Squad. Of course, the department would like to thank the foundation's businesses and citizens of Harbison Township for their donations to make the purchase of this equipment possible. Rescue Truck 504, 2013 Ford F550. Grand Marshals, Lau and Sue Dorsum for the Haysville Bicentennial as they make their way in a 1959 Ford Galaxy Sunliner. And coming up here, we have Haysville's past Centennial Queens, 1966 Queen, and still looking good, Bev Eichmiller Beckman. And your queen from 1991, Michelle Kiefner Schmidt. Your 1991 175th celebration, in 1966, the 150th Haysville celebration. Coming up next, Bryant Kiefner in a 2015 Chevy 2500, driven by Bryant Kiefner every day, owned by Meyer Truck Equipment, pulling the Haysville Bicentennial and Queen Float. The Haysville Bicentennial Queen's Float, the pageant coordinator was Donna Brittingham, and this year's queen, the Bicentennial Queen, Elizabeth Hebner. Your first runner-up, Emily Kiefner, and Miss Congeniality, Paige Andrews. The court consisted of Bethany Kemp, Derry Vonderheide, Catherine Servance, and Jasmine Vonderheide. Also, Junior Miss Ashley Nail and Paige Nail, Little Miss Paige Madison Nail, Madeline Bergen, and Little Mr. Dax Smith. And here we have our oldest citizens of Haysville, Elsie Kiefner and Elnora Eisenhut. They're a little out of order here from my notes, but that's okay. And the walking crew coming up now. We have St. Paul Lutheran Church here in Haysville. And it looks like they're going to be handing out cups, it seems, to the parade route. At least I think they're cups. They look like cups to me. And it looks like I just got a cup, see? Nice. Service Sundays at 9 a.m. They're at 556 West Haysville Road in Jasper. Next up, the Haysville Ruetan Club and their floats, with some of the members of the Ruetan throwing out candy to the parade goers. And next up here at the Haysville Bicentennial Parade on 18 WJTS, the Jasper Knights of Columbus. The Jasper Knights of Columbus Council 1584, displaying an enormous American flag. And want to remind everyone, God bless the USA. Again, usually that flag is there to capture any donations that any of the parade goers want to donate to the work that the Jasper Knights of Columbus do, and not just Jasper, but the entire surrounding communities. They do a lot of great work. The Jasper Knights of Columbus, Council 1584, and their giant flag. And next up, Joey Asbell in a 1968 Chevelle Pro Street Drag. Car owner Joey Asbell, driver Cale Asbell. Very nice ride there. Immediately following that is Eugene Kiefner in a 1946 Chevy pickup. And today contains 3 generations of Kiefers. The Kiefner family in a 1946 Chevy pickup. And again, we've got more Kiefners on the way. Here's Bryant and Valerie Kiefner, a 1970 Chevelle owned by Bryant and Valerie Kiefner. Very beautiful vehicle. And again, luckily the rain today, it was really raining this morning, but the weather is great for the parade now, just in time as Haysville continues to celebrate their bicentennial 200 years. Coming up in a 1947 B John Deere, this tractor has been in the Kiefner family for 69 years, driven by Ethan Kiefner. Next up, Meyer Truck Equipment, a 2011 Ford King Ranch, driven by Scott, you guessed it, Kiefner. Meyer Truck Equipment has been in Haysville since 1937 and has 2 locations, one in Haysville and one in Evansville. More representatives here from Meyer Truck Equipment here in Haysville and in Evansville. And next up here at the parade, Christ Lutheran Church, featuring God's Grace to Us. Driving a John Deere tractor and their float. Since 1929, their float reads. And they have Sunday school every Sunday at 9 a.m. Next up, Superior ProClean Incorporated performs cleaning in commercial, industrial, and residential. Steam cleaning as well. You can call them for free estimates. And if their truck is any indication, they do a pretty good job of cleaning things. Very shiny. You can call them at 812-661-2176. Throwing out candy to the parade route here. Next up here, Lucky Dog Boarding. Boarding is a great home away from home. Dogs need vacations too. And of course, not everybody can bring their dog along on their vacation. So make sure your dog is well taken care of. Talk to Lucky Dog Boarding and they will care for your family member just as good as you would. They've got some dogs here with them wearing some 4th of July bandanas. Next up, serving the Northeast Dubois School District, it's Cub Scouts Pack 170. Boy Scouts and Cub Scouts of Pack 170. Throw in candy. And, of course, they are immediately followed with the Northeast Dubois High School Marching Jeeps and their marching band. We've got a real big pile of candy here to pick up after this parade, I can tell you that much. The Northeast Dubois Marching Jeeps are one of the, well, the smallest band in the area, but they are very, very good. Next up is Save the Jeeps. It's Vote Yes to the Northeast Dubois School Corporation can continue to educate our children. For those of you not aware, the Northeast Dubois School Corporation has fallen into this kind of a fundraising problem with their budget, and they're doing everything they can to keep the school open. Obviously, it's meant so much to the community of Dubois, and there's a lot of proud Jeep alumni that do not want to see the school corporation close. So save the Jeeps. Vote yes. The Northeast Dubois School Corporation can continue to educate our children. And Eugene, I see him, Eugene the Jeep in this car here waving to everybody. That referendum, by the way, is on November 8th to vote yes. It's an 18 cents tax increase is what they're proposing. That would kind of shore up some of the budget deficits that the Northeast Dubois School Corporation is facing, and that increase would still keep Dubois the lowest in the county of Dubois. So we hope everything works out for the Northeast Dubois Jeeps. Next up, from Dubois Volunteer Fire Department, a 1927 Seagrave Pumper fire truck, first motorized truck Dubois Fire Department purchased. Number 1 there. Next up is a 2011 Crimson fire truck, 1,500 per minute pump. Engine number 2 from the Dubois Volunteer Fire Department. A great group of men and women. Next up, Scattered Acres Farms, growing corn, beans, and future farms, working together to feed America. And along with them, Geisler Dental. If we can't make you smile, no one can. Scattered Acres brought a crew with them today and a huge 9630 John Deere. So Scattered Acres Farms along with Geisler Dental. And they just, I don't know if they're trying to say something, but they just threw us toothbrushes. Dubois County Museum is up next. Kurt Vonderheid is pulling his 1903 Wagner Wagner, and it's on display at the museum. And the St. John Lutheran Church will be celebrating 125 years of ministry next year in 2017. Northwest of Ireland, St. John Lutheran Church. You can visit them online, www.stjlc.org. They've got some horses following behind them. Donald Leisner, he rode in the 1966 150-year celebration, and he's glad to be back riding again. Also, we've got a 1941H John Deere, a 1941H Farmall, a 43 Farmall, 1952 Farmall, and a 1958 330 Farmall. Mary and Joe Ziegler. Mary was from Haysville. Joe was from the Dubois area. As they bring their tractors along with them here. Trying to dodge candy this whole time. I'm surrounded by it. I'm glad we got that cup earlier. It's come in handy.